All right, so this is just about correcting your Khan quiz from last week. And this is a pretty complicated shape, but what we can see is that there's a couple different shapes here. There is a big triangle on top. There's two little triangles down here. And then there's a little square right here. So if I want to find the area of the whole thing, I need to find the area of each thing separately. So I'm going to have triangle 1. And I got to organize my work so I know what I'm doing. So we call that triangle 1, I guess. We'll call this one triangle 2, that one triangle 3. So triangle 1, triangle 2, triangle 3. And remember, to find the area of a triangle, you're going to take the base times the height, and you're going to multiply that by 1/2. Now remember, multiplying by half, that's the same thing as dividing by 2. So let's take triangle 2, for example. Triangle 2, the area is going to equal 1/2 times, look at this triangle. The base of it is 2 and the height of it is 2. So it actually doesn't matter what order we put them in, and of course it never does, given that multiplication order doesn't matter. So now I can do this in any order I want. I can do 1/2 times 4. I got that from 2 times 2. But then 1/2 times 4, remember, that's just the same thing as dividing by 2, because you end up getting 4 over 2. So the area of that triangle is 2. So triangle 2's area just happens to be 2. Let's try with triangle 3. Triangle 3 over down the bottom right, we're going to do 1/2 times the base times the height. What's the base? The base is 5. What's the height? The height is clearly 2. And so I can do it again. 1/2 times, what's 5 times 2? It's 10. And so the area would be 5 units for that triangle. All right, well, let's keep going. Let's do our last triangle. And this last triangle, it has a base, but we don't know how long the base is. We know it's 2, and we know it's 5, so it's at least 7 long. But we also have to include this one too. And how long is that space? Well, if you look down here, right, these are all the same, so this is also 2. So the base of this triangle is 2 plus 2, which is 4, 4 plus 5, which is 9. So area is going to equal 1/2 times 9 times, what's the height of that one? It's 3.5. All right, so there's a couple different ways you can do this one, but let's try this. 9 times 3.5, I might need to do that off to the side. I can't exactly do that in my head. So 9 times 5, that would be 45. 9 times 3 would be 27. Add 4, it's 31. But there's a decimal in my problem, just 1 though, so I need to move my decimal over 1 in my answer. So far I have area equals 1/2 times, what was 9 times 3.5? We just said it was 31.5. Okay, well, that means the area is going to be equal to whatever this number is divided by 2. So you have to do 31.5 divided by 2. Well, 2 fits into 3 one time. Of course, at any moment during this, you could easily be retrying it yourself and figuring it out. And so 2 would fit into 11 5 times, because 2 times 5 is 10. And then finally, fit 2 into 15. 2 would fit in 7 times. 2 times 7 is 14. Oh, man, we ran out of space in numbers, so I guess I'll just add a 0. Keep going. And 2 times 5 is 10. And we're finally done. Don't forget your decimal goes straight up, so there is going to be 15.75. So we've got the area of triangle 1, triangle 2, triangle 3. Don't forget about this little square, though. And how are we going to find the area of the square? Oh, that's the easy one. It's just side times side, right? And side times side here is 2 times 2, so the area is 4. So we have 4. We have 2. Well, let's look at all the areas we have. Let's summarize this, okay? We have the area of the big triangle. That's 15.75. We have the area of the little square. That's 4. We have the area of the smaller triangle. That was 2. We have the area of the slightly bigger triangle down here. That was 5. So we add all that stuff up. We know 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. So I know these numbers equal 11. So my problem now is 15.75 plus 11. And if it's 15 plus 11, it would be 26. But it's got this other little 0.75 hanging on there. So there we go. 26.75. And this is area. So we should say units squared.